Morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Markets are pretty quiet overnight in the grains. I think we're waiting the March 31 stocks and acreage report. We're waiting on any more information on the weather. And the outside markets are a little bit lower. Chinese stocks are lower, U.S. stocks are lower, and crude's lower. Most commodities are lower. A couple of world banks warn that there could be a lower crude price trend from current levels due to too much supply. China is expected to drop their corn reserve program and begin to sell corn out of their reserves. Right now, the price of domestic corn in China has dropped to $5.60. It was as high as $10 not too long ago. 20% of the world feed grains go into China between sorghum, barley, corn, and DDGs. And so markets kind of trying to take this and see what it means. One of the things is that because of these high corn prices domestically in China, they've been feeding a lot more meal. And some people feel that if they start feeding more corn, we could see lower bean meal use domestically and lower bean imports. Brazil's soybean harvest is 63% done versus 66 average, and yields continue to be good. We did see that one of the U.S. Fed presidents urged the U.S. Central Bank to stay on track in raising rates. Kansas wheat crops rated 56% good to excellent. It was 26 last year. And we'll be watching the March 1 stocks and acreage report on March 31st. Funds yesterday, sellers of beans, meal, and they bought oil, corn, and wheat. And the U.S. Midwest 6 to 10 day forecast calls for normal to above temps, normal to below rains. The 8 to 14 day calls for normal to above temps and normal to above rains around the Great Lakes, but the U.S. South turns drier. And I think one of the big news yesterday was some of the weather forecasters looked at the most recent maps for the El Nino, La Nina issues, and they said that we're changing quicker than they thought to more neutral. That could be some dryness in Texas up into Kansas, maybe Nebraska for the summer. Also Western Canada dryness. If we go straight to La Nina, that bubble of dryness could expand north and maybe a little bit east in the U.S. Midwest. So we have to watch that pretty carefully. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day.